Hello, beautiful Libra. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to dive into again the next 4 weeks energies of money, career, success, and all the material stuff coming your way. I'm pulling some symbols to give us a general idea of what's coming or what you should be watching out, be careful about. Or maybe there's a person you should be mindful about. And then I'm going to jump into your coffee cup. At the end, I'm going to pull some cards. It's going to be about past, present, and future of each week. The effects of the past can be a little deeper than a week time period. It can be a little longer, okay? By the way, if you go on to enjoy this message, and if you haven't already, go ahead, hit subscribe, and sometimes YouTube can also unsubscribe. If you have already, go ahead and check that one as well. Give this one a thumbs up, and also comment down below what resonates with you the most, or maybe it didn't resonate with you. Comment that one as well, okay? I read all of your comments. I truly enjoy them. We have the next here. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. And I feel like this is not only showing because it's important. I feel like this can be also a nest that is covering, supporting you in these financial times, during these financial endeavors. I see very lucky and beautiful cards coming forth already. But if you're feeling like intense or like you have maybe not really support, not feeling the support as if right now it seems like there's support available to you. This doesn't have to be blood connection. It can be friendship as well, okay? Like a soul family. Consider it that way. We have an archway here, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Beautiful. Horseshoe, good luck within the fourth week. I'm sorry, not the fourth week, but within this next 4 weeks, watch out for the positive things coming your way. They might be in the mix. There's negativity coming as well, but every problem has its solution, and the solution can be also something that can turn into an opportunity. We have coins, money will be coming to you. This is like a most clear message so far, which is looking very good. We love to see that. We have a rose. Romance is in the air. And since this is a material reading, I'm going to say the romance that you are going to be able to romanticize your life, which there's a short journey coming forth. Maybe that's what it is. You might get that financial support and just take a small trip to somewhere that will really inspire you. And we have here a period of ill health and depression in a tiger. Doing something risky, taking a chance. This depression thing is especially comes forth when you are actually starting to come outside your comfort zone and trying to do something that you deem risky, and you taking a chance and following that intuitive guidance, following that inspiration, following that joy. What gives you joy? Maybe you want to do something different than you usually do, and you don't really even have a material expectation off of it, but your like inner child is calling you to do that. What happens is, if you are used to doing the same things, a routine, which human beings, we tend to create routines over and over and over again. We tend to do that thing, and that's safe to us. When you attempt even a single bit, the tiny little thing that get out of that can cause this depression, that can cause ill health, or it can cause this kind of like a disruption in the energy flow, okay? Because this means that you're expanding outside your comfort zone. So be aware of that. Do not fight if you're feeling tired about something, you don't want to do it, or even if some things are going great, but it's not an expected outcome or expected positive change. This can cause that. Don't take it in the sense of, oh, this is going to last forever. It's the end of the world. It's just a temporary time until your mind gets used to the new circumstances, because it seems like you're really playing big this time, okay? Maybe within the next 4 weeks, you might even get inspiration, and your body might block that so you don't get out there and do that. Let's see what's happening inside the cup. I already see someone here. Kind of reminds me of those like the faces on the coins. So there's a pathway opening through a person. I don't want to just put a name or like a face as a person. This can be also a type of money, because the monies now have faces on them. I kind of see a little female figure. It can be, maybe looking like a Benjamin as well, but I think Benjamin is not really on the profile. He just looks straight up. So like straightforward. This can be kind of reminds me a little bit Queen. Maybe this is an opportunity that you're going to earn some sterlings, English pound, British pounds maybe, can be the pathway leading you towards that, which is like one of the most valuable, I think, the currency right now. So, but this is going to take you outside your comfort zone. So you're going to do things differently. That's why I feel like this fly on the wall, a period of pause and maybe not feeling comfortable about it can show up, okay? Either way, though, do not worry because I see that the help is on the way. I see there's a crowd here in the air. There's a letter A, like Aaron, Annie, can be in someone's first name or the last name, can be like someone that is close to you coming with the help. And the help is not really that, doesn't really seem like to you initially a big help, but this person has like a flower, like a little tie around their neck. Maybe like they have like a medicine bottle in their hand. The medicine can mean the literal sense. Maybe you're feeling tired, under the weather. This person might be someone who's bringing you some, those cold medicines and making you some tea and making you feel good about yourself and confident. You feel the nurturing, the love. Then this gets you going. Another thing can be the medicine can be what you need to hear at that moment. It's like words of affirmation, words of support. It can be also maybe if you need any material help at that moment, like a extra dollar or whatever it is your need, seems like it is showing up here. Okay, this person is going to support you with that. Another thing I see right next to them, there's a bunny right there. Bunny, you can see how cute. I don't know if you can see, but I can see the face of the eyes and the nose of the bunny and the ears. There's some bunnies, their ears actually like, it's not really like straight up, it just falls down. That kind of reminded me of their very hairy ears they have. Kind of reminds me of that. I don't know if they're called Angora bunnies. No. Angora is the wool. There's a type of bunnies they make wool off of their fur. So this can be that kind of very expensive, by the way. I consider this as like a golden goose egg. Okay. It is one of those symbols as well. And it seems like it's showing up here. And this person's help is going to either get you access to this kind of valuable possession or an idea that are going to keep giving because they just brushed the wool off of the bunnies. Okay, that's how I saw recently. I actually saw that, and then they just brush it off. The bunny is still safe and secure, and they just turn it into like the yarn balls and stuff through that. So, and there's a horse actually showing up right there. Kind of looks like a dog as well. Dogs symbolize loyalty. Horse is galloping towards a new future, fast. And we also have here a short journey. That's a pony though. It seems like here, this golden idea, you pick it up. You're not really like jotting it down and leaving it there. That's exactly, I feel like that's where you're going to go outside your comfort zone. That's why you're getting on the horse and galloping towards a new future. But the thing is, you see how dark it is? You don't see what's going to happen. It's not because it's a dark place. I feel like especially timeline-wise, the second and third and the fourth, maybe half of the fourth week, you are like maybe doing things blindly that you don't have clarity how the things are going to work out because you don't really have an example of how things worked out. I see here overall, might be also... like you're still here, you have the fish in your hand, you have the opportunity, you're holding on to it and still moving forward. And there's also here, kind of looks like a ring. I see a letter M as in Mary, Matthew, can be in the name of a city, maybe you're going to be going to, or like a government's office. M is money, has an initial. Seems like here you have a handle right there. Something is visible. You see the outcome that is going to be material, physical, successful, but you don't see the process, how the things are going to go. Either way, you're going to resurface towards maybe the fourth week. You're going to have clarity about how things are going to work out. Another thing here, I see there's a woman pushing you out of this dark space. So it can be a person also giving you a hand to get out of there. This can be someone who knows a procedure about a certain subject. I see number 1, number 2 here. I also see there's a lamb. The lamb can be the little sacrifice that you're going to do, and then you're going to be gently escorted out of this dark space. But it is going to have, I see 1, 2, 3 stars already above your head. Stars are wish fulfillment. So when you get out of there is going to be, your wishes are going to be waiting for you there. And I was talking about the small lamb, the sacrifice. This can be, maybe this is a person helping you, the fee that you're going to be paying to them. Or this can be, if this is like a new idea, there's an execution happening, that you need to pay that small fee in order to get the things done. So don't consider, lamb is a small fee basically, okay? Compared to, when we look at the Abraham's story, lamb is the small fee to pay compared to the bigger fee that he was ready to pay. Okay, so this is going to be less burdenous than you are anticipating right now. I see there's a bird here, a little, kind of reminds me of a parrot, which can be news coming in. It's bright news, it's good news, and it is also, my eye caught bringing this elder person here. I'm going to describe what I see. I see a person here, kind of looks like they're wearing a mask, but doesn't have to be a mask. They're wearing this big hat. Reminds me of a shaman's hat, and they have like bull horns on top of it. There's a letter S above their head. And this also has a tail, like a dragon's tail. This person can be someone who is powerful, or this can be a person who is empowering you as like a super person, super wiser, or someone who has power, and can be even spiritual, because the hat he's wearing kind of reminds me of that. The horns actually reminds me of the Hierophant, which symbolizes spiritual authority most of the time. However, in your case here, I feel like this can be a legal authority, can be a financial authority. They're coming up, they're bright colors, they're wearing their massive hat, and they are in the spiritual sense as well. They're helping you, they're showing up to help you at the end of the day. So if you have any concerns through the darkness, if you're going to come to light, it seems like not only you're going to come to light, but you're going to also have very good support behind you, okay, during your expansion, growth. If this is about your own financial security, this can be in the spiritual sense, the higher power will respond. This can be in the physical sense, that like the authority available to you showing up for you. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. It all cleared up. Your heart space had some maybe confusion, crowdedness, but it's all clearing it up. You have 2 desires. They're attached to each other. One of them comes forth first, but it just pauses along the way. And then the third desire also attached to them. And I see a tears of joy here. Tears of joy can represent the gratitude that you're going to feel after all these happen. So what you can do is you can do the quantum jump. If you've never heard of it, this is the suggestion the new thought leaders are making. Time doesn't exist. There's no like a straight timeline that we jump from, like past, present, and the future. We only have the present, and we pull other possibilities from the quantum field to our present moment. So if you think that you're going to feel gratitude, how are you going to feel that gratitude when the desire comes to you? If you can imitate it right now, you can pull that experience towards you faster. Basically, this is showing, I explained that and just went through all your desires actually came forward together. So you can start practicing that. There's another tears of joy here. This is about tears of joy. When I say that, sometimes it's understood as you're going to be crying from joy, which if that's your nature, you can. But some of us are really stoic when it comes to wish fulfillment. You might feel that great gratitude, but you wouldn't show it to the outside world. It can be that's happening for you. Another thing I see, there's a crescent moon towards the end of the month. Crescent moon also symbolizes governmental success or like a legal success. I kind of see a banana here, which is also potassium, potency. Something is going to be really filling you, fulfilling you, okay? Which is also good news. I see a tower here. Tower is outside your area, your heart space. So this is actually some other towers are actually crumbling down, maybe causing you to be in your certain timeline right now or experience certain things. When they crumble down, that can also like bring your victory as well. Maybe there's a system that is demanding things from you, but it seems like there might be some maybe like corrupted parts of that system, which is going to come to light. Okay, we're going to dive into the tarot. We're going to go week by week. If there is anything that we don't understand or doesn't make sense, I'm going to pull some clarifiers. For each week, I'm going to look into the past, present, and future. We have here lovers. Actually, this is the 8 of Swords. So if you're feeling tied by something right now, financially especially, it seems like that can be where the true love or true freedom for you lies. Maybe you need to look to that thing very closely to understand what it is. We have here past is the Strength card. Present is the World, and we have 4 of Cups. Okay, so exactly this I talked about gratitude, and this come forward. I feel like you, even though you're getting what you desire, Strength is like your past lessons affecting you to end the cycle. Okay, the Strength, actually, she's beating the beast down, but she's so calm, cool, collected. We have the symbol of eternity, which also number 8, which is material satisfaction, karma, completion. All that things that you have come through, learned through, is actually bringing your adventure, your cycle, your material cycle to an end, and it is bringing a new success. This is the World card is a successful ending. It's not really a tragic one. It's a successful completion of a certain project or financial desire, achieving that, or be like, if you had anything that you want to complete and start anew, it's that coming forth. But the thing is, 4 of Cups is not feeling satisfaction out of it, which, yeah, maybe this is something that you put a lot of hopes, and you thought, oh, if this is over, when this is over, I'm going to feel so amazing. It is going to change everything for me. My life is going to be perfect after that. So you might be playing to the wrong horse because your satisfaction is something internal, not really the outside world can create that. Another thing here, maybe you want the peace. This can be a situation creating chaos, and you might be assuming it's going to bring peace, but it might not be the case, because the peace is in the every moment. Okay, it can be about you focusing on what's happening moment in the moment. This is the Knight of Swords, is fast movement, communication. Another thing, now this makes a little more sense. Let's pull more. Okay, if you have a dissatisfaction about what you're receiving at the end of something, Knight of Swords is telling you, because there's a dissatisfaction here, speak up. Go ahead, communicate, ask for the things that you think that you deserve. 9 of Pentacles is what you're deserving and what you're enjoying. This can be even, maybe you have ordered a furniture, you wanted the beautiful bright red, and it turned out to be like a dark red, which is not really fitting with your mood or other stuff. So go ahead, speak it out loud. There's an opportunity to exchange it, maybe, and which is going to bring peace. Because if you don't do that, you might feel the dissatisfaction, you might feel the heartbreak, you might even feel like the world is betraying you, okay? Let's get to the second week's energy. Let's see what is waiting for you, or what's actually holding you back. Another thing here too, maybe you have things in your mind that you want to accomplish, but something is holding you back and you're not being able to take action. Wow, okay, this is looking good, guys. What's holding you back from the past? 7 of Swords can mean 2 things. Maybe you have dealt with situations that are really shady, people shady, doing things behind your back, and they weren't obeying the rules. For example, 7 of Swords can be a person actually doing things out of the norm, and that caused an insecurity within you. Okay. I see that you're overcoming this because we have here the Knight of Pentacles. You're overcoming this because this time is going to be different for you. Instead of going to the things get really fast, like the Knight of Swords that you are, this time around you're gonna take your steps very carefully, and you're going to explore every option, and whichever one benefits you the most, that's the thing that you're going to apply. That's the path you're going to choose. The effect of it is Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, here we have with the dove. This is peace. This is legacy, long-term security. Finding yourself in the environments that are supporting you, supporting your growth, supporting in the moment, present moment, and also your expansion. I want to take a look at the Seven of Swords a little bit, because this can be also someone that caused that drama or the thing that you aren't aware of. It can be maybe in the workplace, you don't know what's happening, but someone's against you, or the bosses that keep being hard on you, or maybe you're applying for something and the response is not coming forth, your financial situation, though you're not really seeing any forward motion. Let's see what this is. We have a Virgo here. We have a Cancer and another Cancer. This can be their zodiac sign. This can also be maybe someone who is too much of a contemplator, but not much of an action taker, cause this situation to get that way. It can be someone that you trusted their wisdom, but they didn't really take the necessary action for you. So now it is on your back that you need to find. The moon is the darkness that you're going to go through. In that darkness, without knowing the path, you figuring out as the Knight of Pentacles very carefully and finding the solution. Okay. This can be, I see it like I've been dealing with kind of certain type of a thing, and I wouldn't know what to do. And now I'm sending emails all over the place, and like very reasonable ones, and also calling up people, asking them, how can I resolve this? And what happened is I didn't have no hope whatsoever. That's why when I see this depression, I felt the same thing. And until somebody said to me, it's not the end of the world. Life goes on. Everything has a solution as long as we're here. Or even if it doesn't have a solution, it's going to go away eventually. So that just brought me back to the reality, basically. And then I realized, yeah, I need to call up people, send emails, and see what's going to come out of it. Maybe nothing's going to come out of it, but something is going to come out of it. Or it is also quantum movement, like creating like a motion in the energy field. So it is going to bring some good stuff, okay? So it's not about only like a zodiac sign or like someone actually working against you. It's about, even if you don't have clarity, carefully taking the steps further towards what you want to accomplish, the outcome that you desire, which seems like also showing up in a very beautiful way. Ten of Pentacles is long-term financial security. Third week, we have Ten of Swords. Okay, the past is in the past. Wow, looking beautiful. Three of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, I'm going to go with a positive meaning here. It means that some things are going to bring a lot of options to you. Ten of Swords is from this drama moving on to a better future. And oh wow, I love these snails, guys. When it rains, it's just they're all over the place. And I mean, this is rain actually feeds the crops. So I feel here when you within the third week get clarity, leave some things behind. The sun is shining here. Maybe you had certain expectations from some people or some situations. You're putting that into an end. Or this is also the drama is coming to an end, because swords, when we look at it, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, they're all like negative, they're coded. And Ten of Swords is that negativity is coming to an end. And you are in the present moment. You will have the confidence to move forward to a better future, move forward to like trust that everything is working out for you. That's why the snail is climbing on top of the mushroom. He knows that he's going to be safe there. Even though this is an adventure, he's going to have a vantage point and he's going to be able to see the future better. which brings us to the future 7 here. 7 is lucky number. 7 of Cups is multiple options. So maybe you're feeling like you're stuck with one thing that you're not going to be able to change the outcome. Like, think of it as maybe there's only one thing that you can benefit from. Maybe there's going to be many things that will be benefit you in this situation, okay? Let's see what those can be. Okay, this is actually you being the authority, making the decision, learning a lot of things, and also gaining confidence out of this situation. With these tools, you're going to be able to make other moves and maybe even gain authority over future projects, maybe current projects. Let's see what's going on within the 4th week. It seems like the 3rd week is going to bring the opportunities, and let's see what you're going to do about those. Okay, we have the Devil here. Now I realize this is upside down. Actually, this is the correct version of that. So you're receiving the 10 Pentacles peacefully. The Devil is present through the past, and 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Beautiful. So if you had any fears about money or not having enough or not being able to get what you desire, seems like you're leaving all that stuff in the past, and in the present moment you will really appreciate what's available to you, what else is coming. And I told you to practice the gratitude, like you have the desires that you have already, want already. And also this is going to give you a perspective that this is not that too far. What you desire is not that far away from you. It is available to you. Another thing with the 9 of Pentacles is this is also the peace is coming back, okay? The resources are becoming available to you, that you're utilizing them very carefully and also expanding what you have. If you have $1, you're going to be able to make it 10. Kind of think of it that way. It's about growth. And 2 of Cups is the future of that, which is your heart's desires, equal exchange. What you put out is what you get back. Your efforts are going to start paying off. If this is a business you have, is that the sun is shining over it. You're becoming successful with it. Okay. So outcome is like getting your heart's desire, basically. And we can also interpret 2 of Cups as a good partner showing up to help you with this endeavor as well. Not only that, it is positive results you're going to get with this teamwork. We have, again, 2 of Cups, beautiful. And 9 of Cups is a good offer. 10 of Cups is a happy environment, happy family and support. So eventually, emotional satisfaction, material satisfaction is going to bring emotional satisfaction as well. If this is a work environment, maybe a new place that you want to work at, seems like this is going to be a place that will be fulfilling, appreciating you, giving you the energy that you put. Like the feedback is going to be equal, the equal exchange. Like if you're spending, however, the time that you're spending, you're going to get paid for it. You're going to get appreciated for it. You're going to feel like a family in that space. If this is like a new home that you're going after, again, it's going to be a good neighborhood. It's like all the positive, emotionally also satisfying outcomes showing up here. Okay. Now let's get to what the Oracle is going to tell you. We're going to pull some spirit animals as well. But before that, I want to pull some of this stuff. This is also a tarot. However, we're going to go with a little deeper meanings. Let's see. Oh, 10. This is 10 of Swords and grief again coming. You can see the gray matter here, the gray area. If this is about situation that you didn't have clarity, swords are sharp. The clarity will come. You might feel upset initially, and this is also falling into the past again. Maybe this is something that is a pastime issue. However, this is also going to bring clarity about what can be done in the future. So you're not going to, maybe if this is like a past mistake that you have done, you're not going to fall into that again. Because going through it, your grief, is going to bring more intuition. I feel like here, this is actually coming to an end. The grief, the emotional dissatisfaction about the situation is going to come to an end. Now it is going to be a much more peaceful time coming in. The intuition can be helpful when you are in peace. We can hear that when we have peace. So much more peaceful moment coming forth. Let's see. Number 13 here actually represents for you. Number 13 is also in tarot. It represents, no, actually this is not the intuition that we see. Okay, this is the Queen of Cups, more love coming in. This is trusting your instincts will actually get you to the right places. This is the solutions are gonna communicate to you through simple messages. You don't have to go out there and be aggressive. It's going to come to you very gently as maybe an idea, an inspiration. We have here solitude. This is the Hermit energy, number 9. So this is how you're going to reach to that information. If you can get a chance to have a quiet time for yourself, even 5 minutes a day, 5 minutes of meditation, 5 minutes of journaling, 5 minutes of writing the same affirmation, I am peaceful, I'm in peace, I have all the solutions, everything always works out for my highest good, everything always goes my way. Even that's an amazing affirmation. In that solitude time, you will get the answer. And we have here 10. This is actually 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. This is what you're leaving behind, that heavy work. Even if you think that you have to do a lot of things, this kind of tells me that that's not really the case. And you're going to leave that behind. Intuition moving you forward in the future with ease and comfort, okay? Let's pull your spirit animal, which will guide you towards this journey. You can see these can be like spiritual animals, or maybe this can be real animals showing by your window. We have a dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. This is very important. This is probably how the intuition is going to speak to you when you feed that inner child's desires. Not in the impulsive sense, because most of the time the inner child doesn't really put you in a very stressful position. That's like the fearful parts of us does that. This is your joyful part who wants to play, and be loyal to that love, what you love, and honor those things during this time. We have a squirrel spirit suggesting that you should believe in yourself, that everything is always working out for you. And if you have like something calling you, that is actually something that you should be taking a leap of faith of. We have a grasshopper spirit that is also suggesting take a leap of faith. And finally, we have a seahorse spirit, watch and wait. So kind of like follow that joy, believe that it's going to work out. Go in there with confidence. Take a leap of faith. Take the action and watch and wait the things to unfold. Rather than being in grief or overload, overthinking, let the things actually come to you easily, okay? Let's pull one final card. We have here a beautiful, I feel like maybe even a divine mother. She has bird feathers, can be the news that you're waiting. Spend time reclaiming your balance. There you will find peace. Okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. And I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.